Oh. I don't know why the last video cut me off. I kept going. It stopped recording. So, kind of gotta start over here. I think I was saying we had the velocity 9.81 t plus c. We were going to solve for c. Well, we know that all we know is that when t equals 0, doesn't v also equal 0? Because all you're doing is stepping off the edge. So right at time 0, you're not moving. V equals 0. So that'll help me solve for c. So I can go 0 equals 9.81 times 0 plus c. So in this case, c is 0. That's nice. So now I know my velocity equation is just 9.81 t. Right here, if I knew the time it took to fall the 10 meters, then I could just plug that in and I would have my velocity when I hit the water, which is what we're trying to find. But since I don't know that time, the only other thing I know here is this 10 meters. So I'm going to do the antiderivative again to get the position function. So here's my velocity. Position then will equal, well, what do I take the derivative of to get 9.81 t? I know t will be squared, so when I do the derivative of that, I multiply 2 times whatever's out here, and I'll get that. Easiest way is just go 9.81 over 2 times t squared. So if I do the derivative of that, I'll get 9.81 t. So I'll have that plus c again. Just checking to make sure this thing's still recording. I don't know why it cut me off. So here we go. Okay, again, if I plug in 0 for t, when time is 0, my position is 0. We'll just call this position 0 and this having fallen 10 meters. So we're not going to do negative 10 or anything. It's just going to be 10. Doesn't matter. So 0 and 0. 0 equals 0 plus c. Again, c equals 0. So that's nice. So now I know my position function, 9.81 divided by 2 is 4.905 t squared. Well, now I can use this. Because why? I know I'm going to fall 10 meters. So if I plug in 10 for p, I could figure out how long it takes me to travel those 10 meters. Divide by 4.905. So then I'll have t squared equals whatever that is, and I'll square root it. So t will equal 10 divided by 4.905. And then the square root of that. I get 1.43 seconds. Well, I can use that now. Now that I know how long it took, I'll go back to my velocity equation. So velocity will equal 9.81 times time for 1.43 seconds. And I should have the velocity with which I hit the water. So if I do 9.81 times that, I get 14.007. So 14 meters per second is how fast you hit the water. Then part B of that same problem, though, it kind of changes it. It says, okay, now instead of just stepping off the edge of the platform, you're going to jump in the air and then fall the 10 meters. And how fast do you hit the water? And it says you jump in the air with an upward velocity of 2 meters per second. So you jump up at 2 meters per second and then fall. This is basically a physics problem. Well, so since we're saying, oh, we hit the water at 14